Okay, 2 notches down, 1 notch blue on Vivid Sunset Glow. There's the map there. Now, as you can see, this swamp basically is halfway down this thing here, and we got to get to the end of this thing. And then there's these, well, there's a bit just right on the end there. There's this one here. I don't know how close we can get with this one, but right on the end of this thing here, there's one there, and there's a slightly bigger one here. But there's also running this creek line, so this is obviously on the slope. So if something is green halfway along a 45-degree slope, you got to wonder whether or not it's actually being fed by some sort of spring. And if it's being fed by some sort of spring and it's small, if there is going to be any banana, it should be very close to the spring head, and you should be able to notice it. Whereas down there it's just too thick. It needs a jolly good rubby burns, and from Scotland, and yeah, so I think we'll just sort of press on ahead and try this setting out, 1 notch bluer, and on the because I did a little test run in the monitor and went to my 2 notches left, and I could actually tell that it was a bit too sepia in it. So anyway, oh, here's a Panchonii, but it's drying off, as you can see, getting right down there. So I am pretty spot on with, you know, the 3rd week of October being the absolute end of the season, or for most things that are growing during the wet, or our so-called winter, in quote, from a European-centric point of view. So if that's the swamp, we're about halfway along this thing. So we basically have to go twice. Whoa! The crocs come off. Got caught. God, that was hard. Yeah, that's one thing, getting your, well, there you go, a couple of things in there with a glid or 2 still hanging on. Oh, quite a few in there. Another one down there. So yeah, we'll press on ahead. So I don't know if you want to make a little fake hillside or something for your black stem oryx, but these aren't quite the black stem ones, chunkier black stemmed oryx, as we tended to suggest. Oh God, is it a case of going down or up or what? It just never ends, fellas. Ah, yes, Banatiforma mania. Yeah, you see, you don't know what it's like, you know, coming across from WA with Rickert Ericsson, you know. And, you know, trying to delve into that, you know, to try and find, you know, what you can still find there, because it's pretty red there. I don't know if that is a black stemmed oryx, but it's not growing in nice rich soil. And of course, the one thing that wasn't in WA that was supposed to be across the way was Banata. So that's why when Joshua Banata was discovered in WA down in the Albany region, it was quite a find. But I don't know who actually discovered it. I got the impression it was Robert Gibson, but he was trying to be so humble that everyone thinks it's someone else now. I don't know. I just got the impression. He was the first to mention it in CPN, but the way he was talking about it was almost like he was trying to be so humble. Unless the fact, of course, he was with someone on a particular expedition, and he's just trying to be polite, you know, like me, Donnie and I sort of thing, and somehow, you know, U-trick pool shenanigans sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's a case of going up this somewhat seemingly enticing path to the top up there and looking down to see if we can see a glimpse, or to the right somewhere. It's keeping in mind, of course, that Google Maps will probably, hang on, there's something crawling down my back, or is that just water? So it's just perspiration. I hope it is. Not some bloody insect crawling down my... just checking I got my keys. Gonna retie my cardigan in a minute. So how much? We're up to 5 minutes. So you can see there's a little bit of mist still in the air, but that'll be gone soon once we crank up. As I said, it was lovely, 19 degrees. It would have been nice to be out here yesterday. Perfect weather. Beautiful sunlight. 19. When I say 19, you could actually feel it in the air. It was blowing off the Antarctica at 19 degrees. So a gentle breeze. Nothing blowing, nothing that would disturb the camera. And all, we got some whatever these things are called. I always keep getting these names wrong, but Sean Spence keeps politely telling me what they are, which I don't mind. I mean, he's a bit of an orchid expert. He's a bit younger than I am. I think he's he must be in his early to mid 40s now, whereas I'm 50, so I'm heading into my 50s. Although I'm going to try some of that new exercise regime where you do 6 minutes a week and see if that works. It's supposed to burn off all the brown fat, I think they say. Especially the fat around your internal organs, sort of thing. And it's probably time to stop here at 6 minutes and start a new clip, I think. Okay.